Well, I think that is the first time I had my stream drop out. Hopefully this new computer is not going to give me issues. It should not, but we will see. It looks like we are back live. Well, hold on, let me go check. So let's see. It should be good to go now. Stream dropped. New one started. All right, so that was a little strange right there. So one thing I will say, tonight we are getting wind. It is really cold outside, so I don't know if the weather's going to affect me at all tonight on the stream. It shouldn't, but we'll see. I'll wait for everyone to kind of file back in here real quick, and then we'll kind of get started breaking. Let me go back and check, and just to make sure that we are on the up and up with this stream. Refresh. And give me 1 second here, guys. Just making sure we're good to go. So, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Looks like I want to make sure we're on the one. Okay, there we go. We're good to go now. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start off the night by getting everyone randomized. So we're gonna start that now while everyone kind of comes in. Sorry that the stream dropped. Let me catch up on some quick. Yeah. Westford, yeah, that's exactly what we got, Zach. It's like windy. It's been like 35-degree wind here all day today. And it's been really cold. So, and the snow has kind of been off and on. So we are in the middle of winter. I'm hoping that that's not affecting anything. But I also live in a place where like the power tends to go out when the weather gets like this. So hopefully that doesn't happen tonight. But anyways. Because if it happened tonight, I would literally have to go get the generator and get the heat going. It is really cold. So we'll start with the randomization. Let's do this. Oh, I've got double streams going? There's no way I have double streams going. That's amazing. Hold on, let me check. Okay, Isaac has figured all this out for me. 1 second. I think we're actually good to go now. So I'm looking at the channel. It does say that we've got 2 of them. I don't know why it hasn't ended the other one. Hold on 1 second. I wonder if I do double streams, if that actually gets me. I think it's actually one. It's just showing up. If that actually gets me double viewership. Because if so, then you would do like 4 streams, right? It does show double streams, which is kind of amazing. Don't cross your double streams. Okay, so anyways, I'm not gonna worry about it. It's YouTube's gonna do what YouTube does. I'm gonna do what I do. So, with that being said, here we go. I don't even know which one we're supposed to be watching, but I am watching the Streamlabs chat anyway. So, Jeff Pollins, thank you. Mike, thank you for joining. Mike, the card dude, thanks for joining in. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to get to randomizing this stuff, guys. So, break 1, I kind of went over already who was in the break, but we will definitely go over that again here in just a second. So, like always, here's what we're going to do. We're going to roll the dice, and we got a 1, which isn't going to work for us. And we'll do that again. That was another 1 right there. This one became a 6 though. So we will roll, and So we've rolled the 6, so we will randomize 6 times. So here's what I will do. Let me switch over to our display. We will pull up the list here. So here's everyone in the break in the order that people bought in. And there's all of us. That's one of the 2 streams I've got going right now, apparently, which is awesome. So here's everyone in the break. We're going to randomize this 6 times, and we will go 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6. And I've got C. Mike Smith in the number 1 spot. And I've got Mike Ondish in the last spot. We are going to copy. We will bring that over into the sheet. And I'm not following on chat right now, so I apologize if I'm missing some comments. But here we go. We're going to do our little paste special. Paste just the text so we don't have our numbers in there. All right, and I actually want to redo that. I've got to do it up here when I do paste special. So here we go. That's going to give us our breakers. And then we will do our teams, and we will come back to the stream. So here we go here. We'll roll the dice again, and this will be for teams. And this time we've got a 4. And so let's go back over here. Go back into our, we've got all of our teams here. And start a new list randomizer. So here's all our teams. We're going to randomize this 4 times. So this is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So I've got the Diamondbacks on the top. I've got the Athletics on the bottom. We'll drop this into our spreadsheet. And this will be the breakdown for tonight's break. So let me do this. Let me hide all this over here. And we will open this up for trades in just 1 second. Hide. We're going to go ahead and save this as well. So let me read off who we got here real quick. We've got Diamondbacks are going to C. Mike Smith. Brewers and Nationals going to Cards for Daze. Padres going to Steve Elmore. Astros going to Mike Ondish. Marlins going to Rebel 3353. Angels going to Mr. Durango. Giants to C. Mike Smith. Pirates to Rebel. Mariners to Steve. The Orioles going to Brian Bosworth. The Mets going to Rebel 33. Tigers and Reds going to Zach's Card Breaks. Dodgers going to Cards for Days. Twins going to Rebel. White Sox going to Cards for Days. Cardinals get to Zach's Card Breaks. Rockies going to Steve. Yankees going to Henry. The Rays are going to C. Mike Smith. Royals and Indians to Mike Ondish. Rangers to Rebel. Cubs to Henry M. Phillies going to Zach's Card Breaks. Red Sox going to Henry M. Braves going to Mr. Durango. Blue Jays going to Henry. And finally, the A's are going to Mike Ondish. So we are going to keep this up live for you guys here. While we do this, though, let me pull... actually, I got the chat popped out over here so I can see chat. Or at least... oh, you know what? I don't have the chat popped up anymore, because I took chat away when I... Okay. The trades are open. 3 cards. Yeah, we'll see you back in 15 minutes. Okay, so trades are open. And we've got, let's see, let me catch up on comments here and see if anyone's, so here's the way trades are going to work. If you guys aren't familiar, I think most of you are. Basically, if both of you guys decide that you agree on a trade, I just need you to type confirmed and who the two teams are, and we will switch them out. And then, by the way, for break 2, we will break this box. Well, you guys actually can't see that right now, so so I apologize. Used to have, see, I now, when I got the new computer, I had to 3 cards. No, I'm okay on mods right now, but thank you for offering. But the yeah, with the new computer, I had to set up Streamlabs all over again, so it was kind of one of these, like, I finally had everything figured out on the last computer. And then, of course, because I like to just torture myself with technology, I said, hey, let's get a new computer. So anyways, Shalani, what's going on? And Truth, I know, Truth, I didn't see you sneak in here, but I hope you had a good day today. Oh, so I'm at 701. Yeah, I know. I actually need to do a subscriber giveaway. I've kept promising it, and then I haven't done it. And it's what I've learned on YouTube is when you promise things and don't do them, people actually get irritated. So we'll do that here real soon. I do need to do it. I've been kind of a little busy with work and whatnot, but so let's see. Henry is looking Cubs for Nats. Cards for Days. Anyone love the Brewers or White Sox? I'd be up for trading. Cubs for Nats is confirmed. So let's see. Let me actually, while we do this, I'm going to put this in alphabetical order. Maybe I might make it a little bit easier for everyone. Come on. Come on. There's the so filter A to Z. So what was that? Cubs for Nats. So Henry M had the Cubs. Nationals. Yeah, our Cards for Days. Cards for Days gets his Cubs. The beloved Cubbies. But did have to give up the Nats to get it. But I know Barry is probably more than fine with getting his Cubbies, especially in a new set. Let's see. They confirm Cubs for Nats. Let's see. Anyone else? Yeah, Isaac, I would love to think that you would be at 1,000, but I'll be honest that how quickly I got to 500 versus getting from 500 to 700. It's amazing. It actually slows down. But I actually hope my strategy is actually to say, hey, like with the card reviews and stuff like that, to become more of an informational channel and someone that breaks new sets and stuff like that. That's kind of my strategy. I don't really know if it's a good one or a bad one, but I hope it works for me. And I'll be honest, I've never actually, I mean, yes, I would like to get to 1,000 to say that I've done it, but my goal has never been monetization. Plus, I think when you get monetized and you have 1,000 subscribers, it doesn't matter anyways. And YouTube might send you a 2-cent check. I think it's this big I think it's a bigger milestone than anything. But for me, yes, it would be good to do, but I'm not motivated by the monetization on YouTube. I know that. Okay, so let's see here. Cards for Days, surprise traded Nats for Cubs. Shalani, thanks. Yeah, Shalani, Cards for Days is a huge Cubs fan. I totally get it. Any Sotos get pulled and someone is going to get, well, Paulie, I guarantee in break 2, if Paulie doesn't get the Nats, he's got 7 teams in there. I think he will definitely have teams to trade, but if he doesn't end up with the Nats in break 2, and he's got the corner office, that things could get ugly. so yeah, Mike the Card Dude, that's where I'm at. I would rather have 10 followers that do watch, and are as someone that actually has worked in marketing for most of my adult life, there's a thing in marketing that they call engagement. And then there's another thing called impressions. So impressions basically are everything that you anyone that actually sees your stuff and maybe doesn't respond to it, but it's like literally like anyone that it's what you would call eyeballs. That's a simple way to put it. So they might not react to it. They might not respond to it. They might not do that, but it is just impressions. So think about when you listen to the radio, if before you turned it to another dial, there was a commercial playing, you would be one impression, even though you had no intention of listening to that or anything. Then there's engagement, which is the people that actually interact with your product. That number is obviously much smaller, but much more important. So the question is so if you have 50,000 subscribers, you basically have 50,000, well, technically you have 50,000 people that have engaged with your channel, but ongoing engagement, that if you get 50,000 people and they are all artificial ones on those like Let's Grow channels that everyone shouts each other out and subscribes, those people have no intention of engaging with you long term. So I would think that most of those are impressions more than they are actual engagement. So anyways, quick advertising lesson, totally fun. So, Polly, I do appreciate the kind words. One of these days, I'm going to figure out the tech on this stuff, and it's going to be great. So, let's see. If we have... Let's see. And, yeah, that's right. And if Shalani gets the Nats, that's going to be a fun one. Okay, so, you guys, I'm going to say trades going once. Trades going twice. We're going to say trades because it doesn't look like the trade market is really hot for this break. KC Nation, what's going up? What's going up? What's going on? I guess we could say what's going up. Trades close. Okay, so we're going to close trades on this. Let's come back to the live stream here real fast. Look at, I did all this fun stuff. So here's back to the card. So let's, in the first break, we are giving away the Aaron Judge. So I think I showed this to you guys, but the 2014 Bowman draft picks. This is actually a Gem Mint 10 Aaron Judge. This is a real nice PSA card right here. Oh, and by the way, I was going to show you guys this earlier, but this is going to be the box for break 2. It's been sitting back there. So we're going to put that guy aside while we do box 1. And this gives us more room to actually roll dice. So here's what we're going to do. So we're going to give away the Aaron Judge right now. And we'll roll the dice and we will do the randomizer just like we did. And whoever ends up in spot number 1 after the dice roll, and we've rolled a 1 again. So we're going to randomize 3 times. And whoever's in the number 1 spot at the end of that randomization is going to get the Aaron Judge with their break package. So let's do that. Here's how we'll do that. We're going to go over here. We're going to pull everyone's names again. Over to them. Start a new list randomizer. New list. Going to randomize 3 times. So good luck to everyone. First of all, thank you for everyone that got into break 1 and into break 2. But since we're talking break 1 right now, thank you to all of you guys, and good luck to everyone in the randomization for the Aaron Judge and also in the box break. So here we go. 1 and 2. We're only doing this 3 times. So whoever is on top on this one is going to get the Aaron Judge. And it is going to go to Mr. Dave Durango which Dave is actually a Patreon of mine. So Dave Durango, congratulations. I don't think Dave is in the stream right now. I think I've been talking with Dave throughout the day today. So if he can join, I will be surprised. But Dave, if you go back and watch this, congratulations on winning the Bowman draft. Aaron Judge card. So, yeah. Oh, Cards for Days. Were you the one that got the, I'm back and watched that video. I was watching BITG last night. So you got the Glaber Red Ink. That was an awesome card. Totally stoked that you pulled that. Because I was watching it on mute, so I couldn't tell who won. But anyways, I did see that he pulled that, so that's awesome if you got that. So, you guys, I think we're ready to break here. Let me get set up on my end, and we will get to breaking here as soon as I can get the stream. Let me pull up the, I'm going to pull up the chat. Break this, pop out this chat. I really feel like I need like 3 screens to make this work right. I've become so needy. So anyways, go like that. That'll work. This'll work. Yeah, well, the good news, Barry, is that Urban's normally pretty good about, more often than not, he gets those packages out pretty quick. I mean, he's pretty committed to it. So, here we go, guys. Good luck to everyone. 24 packs, I believe. We're going to have 216 cards. We're going to have the top loader. Hopefully we can get an auto versus a relic, or a relic auto. That'd be even more awesome. Tons of short prints in these. There's a 100 card checklist for the short prints. If you guys didn't watch my kind of in-depth review video on this that I posted yesterday, that really breaks down everything that's in this set. And if we get a hot box, we'll know in the very first pack, because everything will be purple. So we're going to get an original 1971 50th anniversary card inside. So these are the cool box topper right here, if you ask me. So we'll break that one here in a little bit. Two monitors, a laptop, your cell phone. Yeah, that's why I finally went to doing all this for my computer versus my cell phone and getting the webcam and all that, is I actually wanted my cell phone free so I could check texts and all that stuff. Thank you, Barry. Yeah, I actually spent, that's kind of one of my strategies on getting people attracted to my channel, is actually trying to be a little bit more informative versus, you know, just doing stuff that just breaking it down and being maybe a little bit more opinionated and factual at the same time, and just kind of trying to get a lot of information that actually can help people that do collect making decisions. So here we go. We're gonna try and get these as far back as possible, and we'll see if we can start building a card garden tonight. And here we go. Here is the first pack of 2020 Heritage. And we got to be careful with these because of the black. That's one thing I was watching. I've watched a couple breaks on this, and people are rifling through these cards, and I go, man, sometimes that might not be a great idea. So I do not think we have a hot box in this one, because we would see a purple card, and I don't see one offhand. So no hot box in box one. But here we go. National League Championship Series, Strasburg overpowers Cardinals. So there's Strasburg for the Nats. Oh, and that's one other thing I want to do. Hold on before I... oh, no, I've got this all. Got this perfect. But actually, I don't have it. I want to see, hold on one second, guys. There we go. Okay, so that's the Nationals. We got another Nationals card, the World Series Celebration Championship. Manny Margot for the Padres and Aaron Judge for the Yankees. That's for Henry M. We've got Ronaldo Nunez for the Orioles, Brian Buxton. And the Ronaldo Nunez is actually, hold on as I back up here, pretty sure that this is going to be, well, maybe not. This is number 300. So we're looking for numbers 400, 395. So he almost made the short print. So we're looking for numbers 400 through 401. Brian Buxton, Kenley Jansen, Mike Minor, and Nico Horner for the Cubs right off the bat. Nice Nico Horner here. Got to be real careful putting these into the sleeves. And there we go. So we'll go a little bit slower. Got to treat the cards a little bit nicer, because if you make one mistake on these black borders, it is gonna show. If you were a kid back in '71 when these came out and you started screwing around with them, a lot of people took black ink and would try and fill in the stuff. A lot of people in the 80s tried to do that. So there is the Nico. So that is going to our Cubs owner, which is Cards for Daze. He made that trade, so he gets his Nico right off the bat in the first pack. Yes, Zach, they will be decided by the almighty dice roll. I was thinking of, and some of these are actually kind of really difficult to do, because I think there's one that actually has 4 different teams on here. Here we go. Marlins. We've got Austin Dean, Ramil Tapia, 135. And we'll go through these once we get to the stack. There's Malik Smith, Roberto Osuna of the Astros, Orlando Arcia of the Brewers, Patrick Corbin. Should have another great season this year. Mr. Bellinger for our Dodgers owner, which is also Cards for Daze. There's the whistleblower, Mike Fiers of the Athletics. That is going to Mr. Mike Ondish. And Donovan Solano, shortstop for the Giants. Card number 9. So, and then the other thing on these is like cards number 401 through 500. What I noticed when you look at the checklist is a ton of the big stars are in that kind of high number. So when you talk about veterans, so here's a Cole shuts down the Yankees card. So that'll go to our Astros owner, Mike Ondish. Evan Longoria, Mike Goodrum, Dakota Hudson. And here is a new age performer insert. This is Josh Bell. I feel like I've seen in 2020 so far, I feel like I've seen a ton of Josh Bell cards. Whether it be in Series 1, Josh Bell seems to be all over in Topps right now. But this is going to Pittsburgh. That's the Pirates. That's Rebel. Then we've got Lewis Brinson, Danny Jansen. And we've got the Dodgers, which is Josh, I think that's actually pronounced Boers, and Tony Gonzalez. So there's another rookie card for the Dodgers. And we've got Joey Votto. So KC Nation has the Bo Bichette no logo top short print. So those are error cards. They actually I think had an entire print run. So there's a bunch out there, but they would be considered a short print error for sure. Ken's Cardboard is interested. And as we get through this first stack, at the end of the first stack, we'll go back and look through the back of the cards to see if we've missed any action or short print. We will be able to tell on some of them pretty easily. There's Mr. Xander Bogaerts for the Red Sox. That's Henry M. Here is the Mariners rookie, which I actually think this card's pretty nice. Austin Nola, Kyle Lewis. Watch out for Kyle Lewis this year. If you follow fantasy, he's a sleeper on a lot of people's fantasies. You've got Justin Dunn on this card as well. So that is going to our Mariners owner, which is Steve Elmore. And we've got another Altuve card. Altuve sends the Astros to the World Series with a walk-off homer. Tyro Estrada. And here we go for the Twins. Our Twins owner is Rebel. We've got the Lewis Thorpe, Brudsar Garatol, or Gratterall rookie. And yeah, you've got to be real careful putting these into top loaders. There we go. Miguel Rojas. The other thing you're looking for is the silver name. If you get a silver up at the top, Luis Urias. There we go. There's a Juan Soto. Soto shines in World Series debut for the Nationals. Nationals Henry M. So that's that Nationals Cubs trade working out. Joe Musgrove for the Pirates. Yeah, Kyle Lewis is actually, again, a lot of people have the 4 big rookies. I think by the end of the season, the 4 big rookies are either going to expand. Some of them may fall off, but I think there's a few names out there this year that I think are going to bubble up to the top a little bit. So we'll see. We've got Brian Anderson, Tyler Chatwood of the Cubs, Tyler Flowers for the Braves, Mr. James Paxton. For some reason, that card feels thicker. James Paxton, Yankees. Aaron Sanchez, Tommy Pham, and here we go, the Indians rookie card, Aaron Savali and Bobby Bradley. The Indians are Mike Ondish, so congratulations, Mike. And we've got David Price. And I saw someone mention this in a stream last night, but watch how many cards with the Red Sox hanging out by the bushes out at Fenway. So many of the cards were taken right here by this bush, which is interesting. So as we watch the Red Sox, which Henry M. has the Red Sox, but as we watch that, we'll keep an eye out for how many times they're standing in front of that bush. Here's Harrison Bader. Nice card for the Cardinals. That's going to Zach's Card Breaks. Yeah, so Greg, most of them are doubles. The ones that are singles, I think, are actually short prints or high numbers. But most of the ones in the base set are going to be the double rookie or even triple. Here's George Springer. Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks going to C. Mike Smith. This is Domingo Leyba and Josh Rojas, which, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think Domingo was in Series 1, so I think this is actually his first rookie card in Topps. I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me on it. Edwin Diaz, and this is going to be a Jake Marisnick. Not a either. Here's a flashback. Johnny goes double yard at Atlanta. This is for the Reds, so that's Johnny Bench. That's a cool 71 flashback insert right there for our Reds owner. Zach's Card Breaks. And this will probably tell us a little bit after he, looks like he hit, this is April 12th. Johnny finished April with 9 jacks. Nice. Cool one, kind of a neat little card there. Drew Verhagen for the Tigers. That is Jose Martinez for the Cardinals. Mr. CC Sabathia and Louis Severino. We'll keep going and then we'll go back and find all of our short prints, kind of rehash on some of these cards that we've gone through, because I'm sure we have some, and it looks like we're going to have our hit in here. We've got, in fact, let's do that. Mark Melanson, Adam Ottavino, Seth Lugo, and this is going to be Ahmed Rosario, and that is not short print. And then we've got the Orioles, Hunter Harvey and Dylan Tate. And it is weird. Some of these cards actually do feel like they are a little bit thicker than the other ones. And I'm not sure why, but that is going to our Orioles owner, Brian Bosworth. And then our Rangers owner, we've got a Nick Solak and Brock Burke. That one is going to our Rangers owner, which is Rebel. And we've got Dominic Smith, and our relic on this one is not going to be a signed one, but it is a nice one, a future Hall of Famer. This is going to be Yadier Molina, obviously of Cardinals fame. And before I do grab some scissors, we will get Yadier going. Louis Tommy John Severino. Yeah, I had a chance to trade Luis Severino in a keeper league, and I didn't do it, which was probably a mistake. So let me see. This one is a 100 point. This one's actually a little too thick. I should have another one. This one will be a little too thin. The other one will be a little too thick. Yeah. Readily available. Adam. I thought these were going to be a little bit thicker than they are, but for now, just to keep it safe, we will keep it in. So congratulations, that one going to our Cardinals owner. This is the Clubhouse Collection Relic. Kind of a really cool, the patch is, unfortunately we don't have like a stripe or something in there, but the Cardinals don't wear stripes. So that is going to Zach's Card Breaks. Congratulations, Zach. And then as we continue along, we will search for some more goodies. Here's what we've got. Leary Garcia, Masahiro Tanaka, Albert Pujols, Juan Segura, Jed Gierko, Randall Gerchuk, and Bedrosian, Jurickson Profar, and Garrett Cole. So let's go back through here. We'll probably find... got a few. Go through some of these numbers. I probably here. 44, 398, 370. Here we go. The James Paxton is going to be a high number short print. So this is for our Yankees owner. Yankees are going to Henry M. So the short prints are really, when people say, well, there's not a lot of autos in here, which are not a hit-driven box, what drives the price of this set, for the most part, is going to be these high-number short prints. And then if you get the action variation of that, that's even a little bit... There we go. So we'll get these up here. That's going to be even a little bit more rare. They do land 1 in 3 packs, so that's not a bad, those aren't bad odds at all. Then we've got, let's see who else we've got. It's a high number. I'm sure we probably got 3 or 4 of them. I just didn't want to turn these around. Zach, I do not have any more spots in the next break. This break, both breaks are sold out. So here we go. Juan Segura is another high number short print. This is going to our Phillies owner. It's actually a nice looking card right there. I kind of like that look of that. So here we go. Juan Segura, that's going to our Phillies owner. Phillies are owned by Mr. Zach's Card Break. So congratulations, Zach. So this first stack here has actually been pretty nice to you. And we are going to struggle with these all night because I don't want to. Go. I think what we'll do is we'll top load most of these as we go. We'll see how many we pull out of a box. We've got, let's see if we've got any more in here. So none there. And then, so what we're looking for is basically, as we look at the numbers on the back, anything that says 300, and then this one right here does actually say silver. Oh, this is a silver. You guys, this one is a sweet one. These are actually, we'll look at the pack odds here, but this is a silver name parallel of Aaron Judge for the Yankees. So as you can see, you've really got to take a look at these cards because you never know what you're pulling if you're just looking at the front of them and rifling through them real fast. So this is the silver name parallel. I'm pretty sure these are, if I recall correctly, these are exclusive to the hobby format only. And this is an Aaron Judge. So this is actually a pretty nice one here for our Yankees owner, which is Henry M. I forgot to look at the pack odds, but let's see here real quick because we should. And of course, it's going to be this tiny, tiny, tiny lettering. Can't talk tonight. There's also the French text, so I don't know if you guys can see this, but chrome refractor. We haven't hit any chrome cards yet. French text, missing signature, action image, silver team name is 1 in 265 packs. That is actually a very nice hit, especially being that it is Aaron Judge. So that is a very nice one right there. So congratulations, Henry M. So 1 in 265 packs on that. And then as we go through here, and by the way, the only way you would know that kind of offhand, one is, yes, it's silver, but if you look on the back here, it says silver right above the name. So you've got to really watch on these cards because it will kind of say a lot of stuff on the back of the cards on what you're looking at on the front. So here we go. Roberto Osuna is also a short print for the Astros. Astros are going to Mike Ondish. So nice short print for Mike. Although Osuna, a little bit of a questionable character, and now he's on a questionable team. So there's that. We'll keep these kind of on screen here. And then as we float through these some more, we'll see if we've got any more. I think we ended up with 3 in this first stack. We'll see if there's any more here. So really that Yankees Aaron Judge silver one is a pretty nice hit. 265 packs. That means that is almost a case hit right there, which is pretty nice. So Zach, so the Aaron Judge is a $60 card, you're saying? I love it when people look up cards online while we're flipping through these. What I want to do is actually try and get some of these pulled out of the way. And we'll keep doing it like this. Okay, so here we go. On to the second stack. Yeah, so the short numbers are 401 through 500, so that's what you're looking for. So that's why I'm saying we'll kind of go through these, look at the front of the cards, but you really do got to look at the back of these to know what you're looking at. Darwinzon Hernandez. There's Jock Peterson for the Dodgers. Joey Gallo. There's a Pete Alonso for our Mets owner with the nice oversized Topps All-Star Rookie Cup. Our Mets owner is Rebel, by the way. And so Heritage, known for that big, giant rookie cup, the old school style. And we're going to struggle with top loaders all night because these are just a little bit of a thicker card. I may actually switch out to putting these, here we go, putting those in or cutting the corners on those. So Jordan Luplow, Josh Van Meter, Jake Arrieta. We got Chance Anderson for the Blue Jays and Ryan Zimmerman for the Nationals. Our next pack is going to have, and here's our first one. So we've got two Houston people on here. This is the ERA leaders. And then we've got Charlie Morton down there on the Blue Jays. So here's how we'll do a 3-team card. If you're the Astros, this is most likely going to you, but Charlie Morton has a 1 in 3 chance. So here's what we'll do. We're going to roll the dice. 1 and 2 is Garrett Cole. 3 and 4 is Justin Verlander. 5 and 6 is going to be Charlie Morton. And the dice roll is going to be a 3. So that is going to our Astros owner, Mike Ondish. He had a pretty good chance at winning that card. Some might say a 66 and a third chance. Eugenio Suarez, nice one for the Reds. Nate Lowe for the Rays. Our Rays owner is Mike Smith. Look at that. See, the other ones just kind of go right in. It makes no sense. Then we've got Eric Thames. Another flashback. America gets mobile on the moon. So the question is, who does that go to? We'll have to figure that. We'll have to figure this one out. We're going to save this one. I'll tell you what we're going to do with the America Goes to the Moon. Because there is really no good way to, but someone's going to get this, and here's who's going to get it. It's going to be, as I go through the break, I'm going to go ahead and give that to someone who is a little light in the break, depending on how the break falls. So if you had a little bit of bad luck or pulled less than desirable team, we will give you that card as well. So I'll just be the judge of that. I hope you all are cool with that. Wellington Castillo. Oh, and here we go. This is the one we've all been waiting for. This is the Yordan Alvarez and Aristides Aquino. Now, if you've got the Astros, this is, so here's how this card's going to work. We are going to roll the dice. However, if I pull 2 of them, we're not going to roll the dice the second time. The first time we are going to roll the dice, and then whoever doesn't get it, if we pull 2 of them, we will automatically give it to the other person. So if Houston gets it on the first one and I pull another one, the Reds will automatically get it on the second one. Because this is kind of one of the bigger cards in the set. And then, but on this first one, we are going to roll the dice for it because there's really no other way to do it. I'm sure, well, actually, there's probably plenty of ways to do it, but the way I'm going to do it is that. I think it's fair. We roll the dice. We put it up to chance. And hold on, before we roll the dice, the other ones we have here is Jose Peraza and Marcus Simeon, which I think, no, I thought Marcus Simeon was a high number. So let me get this in a top loader before we do that. And put this one over here as well. Let's move Nico. So, all right. So, Yordan Alvarez is going to be number 1, 2, 3. Aristides Aquino is going to be 4, 5, 6. So this is a face-off between, let's see, Astros is Mike Ondish, and our Reds owner is Zach's Card Break. So good luck to both of you, because this is kind of one of the bigger cards in the set. And it is rolled a 6. So that is going to Aristides Aquino, and that will go to Zach's Card Breaks. Now, if we pull a second one, we will automatically give it to Mike Ondish. So hopefully we can pull 2 of them. But for now, Zach's Card Breaks has the first one that we've pulled. And this is the first pack that I didn't open all that great. So let's do that. So that'll be kind of a fun thing that we do throughout this. Oh, you know what I did not do? Hold on, guys. I should have taken that other stack and put it to the side. I think we'll go like this. Because as we look for short prints, I'm going to put this to the side because we've already searched that stack. This is a little bit thick, but I guarantee we've got most of our cards in that stack, or all of our cards in that stack. This is going to our Royals owner. This is Josh Staumont and Bubba Starling. Bubba Starling is one of Kansas City's, well, he's a rookie now, but they've got a lot riding on him. And here we go with the whole idea that stuff doesn't want to go into top loaders. And we'll continue along here. We've got Jorge Soler, Trent Thornton, and for our White Sox, we're pulling a ton of rookies. For our White Sox, we've got Zach Collins and Dylan Cease. A lot of people high on the White Sox. I don't know that I'm buying into the hype yet on the White Sox. I just really don't. I think they're going to be a lot better. There's Charlie Moran. And here's Howie Kendrick, plays hero with clutch home run. This is for our Washington Nationals owner, which is Henry M. I'm sleeving up Howie Kendrick because in my world, Howie Kendrick still doesn't play for the Nationals. In my world, he still plays for the Angels. Even though he hasn't played for the Angels in like 5 years. But when he did play for the Angels, he was like one of my favorite players. So when I see it's good to see Howie Kendrick do well later in his career. Sam Coonrod, that is one hell of a last name. Carlos Correa and Vince Velasquez. Rob's Card Shop. You just got a Mickey Mantle card, 1 out of 2 out of Immaculate. Was that 2019 Immaculate? That is an amazing hit. 3 cards. We are not on the second box. Hold on. So I have been paying too much attention to these cards and not paying enough attention to chat. So I apologize. Yeah, we are only on the first box. I go slower than most breakers. JT Real Muto, Martin Perez, Framil Reyes of the Indians, Luis Castillo, Will Myers, Mr. Kipnis, Buster Posey, Joe Panic, and for our Astros, we've got Greinke holds Washington to 1 run in Game 3. So that will go to Mike Ondish. Then we've got Mr. Yelich. We have not hit a Chrome card yet. Kind of hoping we can do that pretty soon. Trey Mancini, Chris Bassett, J.A. Happ, New Age Performers Jake Flaherty for our Cardinals. That's going to Zach. So Zach's having himself a pretty good break here. And continue on. We've got Ryan McMahon, Tyler Beede, Gregory Polanco, and Tony Walters for Rockies. Nice, kind of a fun picture right there. It's one thing I do like about Heritage, how they have the poses. Some of them, that if you think back to like 1989 and the Billy Ripken card and all that, you know that these players have so much fun with this. Travis D'Arnand, Mike Fultenowitz, Ildemaro Vargas, Chance Sisco, Matt Boyd, Colton Wong, Kyle Seager, Ian Desmond, and Marco Gonzalez. And for whatever reason, that card feels a lot. That card has a lot more shine to it than the rest of them. Not sure why. Got a couple more packs to go in this stack, and then we'll search through for all the short prints and whatnot. What we're really looking for is the action variation short prints. Jesse Winker, Maikel Franco, Mitch Haniger, Shohei Ohtani, third-year card for the Angels. Angels has Dave Durango, Jose Osuna. We've got Luke Voigt. I'm pretty sure. See, what's interesting is some of these show an action shot, but then they are not. I need to check something here. Let's find out. Let's find out. That number says something 3. Yeah, I am blind. These numbers are so small. Yeah, see? No, there's nothing special about that card, but that shows someone in action. But how do you know action short print variation when some cards are in action? And the answer to that is I don't know. Austin Romaine, Julio Teheran, and Nicky Lopez. It's a 2000. Oh, it's a cleat card. So it's got. So it's. Does it have an actual part of a cleat? That's a cool relic if so. So 2017 Immaculate. So this is the last pack in this stack. Time out for that dirty rap for yelling. Yeah. No, the rat is allowed to yell in my channel. It's better when he yells. Here we go. Merrill Kelly, Jacob Stallings, Yohan Moncada, Kevin Newman, and here we go. This one we will also have to randomize. This is a Jim Palmer and Garrett Cole. So Mike Ondish in another showdown for randomization. This is the then and now inserts. This is probably the most popular insert series in Heritage over the years. So this is the Palmer and Garrett Cole. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3 for Mr. Palmer, 4, 5, 6 for Garrett Cole. And it's going to be a 4. So this one is going to the Astros again. So Mike Ondish keeps winning the showdowns. He beat out Brian Bosworth, who owns the Orioles. Mike Clevenger, Robbie Cano, Brandon Lau. That's a second-year card for Brandon Lau. And we've got Mad Max. So that is our second pack. So let's go through these real fast. And we will see if we got any more short prints or action variations. 43, 357. So this is why when I said set builders, I think set builders like challenges. It's kind of easy to build the show. Oh, look at that. The Shohei is a high number short print for the Angels. So let's pull that one aside. I think set builders appreciate the challenge of going, there's 100 cards that are going to be kind of difficult to get. Because when you finally build out that set, especially with the high number short prints, it's that much more satisfying. It's not that hard to build the 350, 400 card set. You buy a couple boxes, you've basically got it. So it's these that make it a little bit more difficult. There is the Shohei high number short print. That is going to Mr. Dave Durango. And we'll continue along here. We've got, I have to keep an eye on this stuff. Luke Voigt. Don't think, we'll see. It's like 1 in 3 packs supposedly. They've made it a lot easier this year as well. Find these. But they're still not like the easiest thing in the world. The other thing is, in the past, they've done things like when you look at the back of the card, let me see if I can get this to focus. Come on. In the past, when you look at the cards, things like where the home is, they'll print some extra stuff here. They've done that in the past. So there's always been like weird things with Heritage that you really have to look at the back. So they'll like, it'll be home and it'll kind of give like either like an advanced stat or something like that. So they've done all sorts of different things with Heritage over the years. So we'll see. You just really got to keep an eye out. And then the other thing is you kind of got to read up on you got to really read up on the stuff and find and see what other people are pulling. Because it's kind of one of those sets. It's almost like video games where like you play it and then like someone figures out the secret, and then that secret slowly spreads. The Luis Castillo is a high number short print for the Reds, so that's going to Zach's card breaks as well. This is card number 439. So all of the high numbers we will be putting in top loaders as we go. And I'll be honest, kind of is like my first time really opening these. I think the black borders are actually going to hold up fairly well now that I've kind of felt them. Obviously, if you drop one or something, you're screwed. But the printing on these is pretty good. So I don't think that's something you really got to worry about all that much. But with any black border, they're always tough to grade. So just keep that in mind. We've flipped through some of these already. So I'm just going to give these a quick pass just in case. And 300, 160. Any French cards? I am not seeing any as of yet. And I'm pretty sure... And the French cards are actually pretty hard to hit. We'll take one more look at the odds on this next pack, just to kind of get an idea. Yep, so that's it on those. So let's take a look at the odds again. The French, if I'm not mistaken, and there's something interesting in here. I think we're going to get a mini out of this, which is cool. So the French text is 1 in 2004... or no, 1 in 243. So here we go. I feel like we had a mini on the front of this. I'm fairly certain, or maybe it was just, oh, maybe not. So you can get minis out of these as well. Junior Guerra, Cancer Alberto, Jose Quintana, Chris Davis, New Age Performers. There's Mr. Mike Yastrzemski. So yeah, the French cards, probably the best card we pulled is that Yankees silver name. So there's Mike Yastrzemski, New Age Performer for the Giants. That's going to C. Mike Smith, Yan Gomes, Shed Long, Willens Astudillo, and Adalberto Mondesi. Next pack. We've got Juan Lagares, Javier Baez, Pablo Sandoval, Carson Kelly. Carson Kelly looking a little deer in the headlightish there. That's an interesting one. Enrique Hernandez, Rogan Odor, Tom Murphy giving us a nice pose, Justin Wilson, and Jose Barrios. We'll continue along here and see if we can find... We've hit a ton of rookie cards already. Speaking of which, now we're going to have another face-off. So this is for the ERA Leaders card. The funny part is I'm going to have to go back and remember who won all of these. So I'll have to go back and watch the video tomorrow when I do all the breaks on this stuff. So here we go. Ryu, DeGrom, and Soroka. So nice names on this card. It's ERA. So 1-2 is Ryu. DeGrom's going to get 3-4. Soroka is getting 5-6. The number is going to be 6. So this is going to our Braves owner, Dave Durango. Then we've got Mr. Clint Frazier, who has a lot of talk. If he hasn't been traded already, he probably will be pretty soon. There's Clint Frazier, Jack Flaherty. Oh, and look at this, guys. This is a sweet one. The Vlad Guerrero for the Blue Jays. That's going to Henry M. Big, giant All-Star Rookie Cup. Now, this one, I believe, is also a high number. It is It is number 414. So this is a high number short print. So this is a sweet, sweet card for Henry. Hey, congratulations on that one, Henry. We'll put Vlad up there. Keone Aquila, Brad Keller, Nomar Mazzara, Sean Doolittle, and Josh Hader. That is the Pimp Cup Vladdy. That is for sure. Let me get caught up. See, 3 card. Yolmer Sanchez. So here we go. We've got Glaber. Yeah, I will say one thing. If you're trying to sell stuff on here, I actually don't mind if you sell stuff, but take it to email. If you say you have a card and someone says they're interested, you can say, hey, great, email me, but don't just straight shill. That's kind of weird. Suzuki, that's going to go to the Nationals. Chris Archer. Flashbacks. Stargell reaches 30 home runs before MLB All-Star Game break. So this would have been in 1971. Willie Stargell. That's a nice one for the Pirates. And here we go. Jackie Bradley Jr. on the Red Sox. Look where he's hanging out, guys. He's hanging out by them bushes. That's where all the Red Sox hang out in this set. They all hang out by these bushes. Josh Reddick, Caleb Smith, and Kevin Biggio. For the Blue Jays, that Kevin going to Henry M as well. Hello, Mama Gaming. Totally understandable. Thank you for hanging out, though. Yeah, this product is not quite as easy to understand as, say, Series 1. I do like the design of the 71 tops and kind of the throwback. You got to kind of be into vintage to be into this set, I think, and also be into kind of some oddball stuff in regards to like the silver name and whatnot, and the high number short prints. Manny Machado, Nick Ahmed, Oscar Mercado for the Indians, Brandon Crawford, Ryan Yarborough, Albert Almora for the Cubs, and there he is, Bo Bichette, and Anthony K for the Blue Jays. So in this last stack, the Blue Jays show up big for Henry in the $5 fast break, and we're going to try and get this into a sleeve without screwing up corners. That would be helpful. There we go. So we've pulled, I think we're looking for Gavin and Dustin May, and we will have had all of our big rookies in this box. So there is Bobo and Anthony K. We'll see if we can get Gavin. I was looking for Gavin last night, and it ended up not showing up. Pedro Baez, Ken Giles. But we'll see what we can do here. Francisco Mejia, John Gray, J.P. Crawford. There he is, Bryce Harper. That is a high number short print for the Phillies. So Harper's not a bad one to pull. Kind of figured when you see kind of the bigger names of the bigger veteran stars, most of them are high number short print. So just keep that in mind. So there's the Bryce Harper. For a Phillies owner, that's Zach as well. So Zach's had himself a pretty nice break here. Nelson Cruz, Jose Altuve. Pretty sure that is going to be an action variation. I need to figure out. Hold on one sec. I want to look at something here. 1-3, because I'm pretty sure these these cards where they're showing action are variations of the base card. Hansel Robles, Zach Eflin, and Justin Turner. But as I'm looking, it's weird because as I look at this, I'm looking at the numbers and I don't know that they actually are. So I'm going to have to do more research on that. But be that as it may, that is Jose Altuve. So we've got 2 more packs to go. Then we've still got our top loader, which has kind of been sitting over here. Dansby Swanson, Jesus Aguilar. We've got the RBIs leader. So now we have another one, and this one has a lot of nice stars on it. It's got Rendon, it's got Freddie Freeman, and Mr. Alonso all on the same card. So we will roll the dice again. Anthony Rendon will be 1 and 2. Freddie Freeman 3 and 4. Pete Alonso 5 and 6. And the dice is going to roll a 1. So this is going to Anthony Rendon and our Nationals owner, Henry M. Nice little one. A nice one for the Nationals there. Brad Peacock. And finally, we have a Willie Mays. And my phone is, my watch is yelling at me all of a sudden. So here's the Willie Mays. I'm actually out of, here we go. Let me get some more card sleeves out here. See what's that. Okay, should be good to go. So here's the Willie Mays Candlestick Park 1961. That is the insert. So that Willie Mays obviously going to the Giants owner, C. Mike Smith, Mike Tachman. There we go. Of the Yankees, Jordan Hicks, Cardinals, Chin-Chu Chu, and Jorge Polanco. And now we're down to our last pack, guys. Let's see if we can get a white border or something. We've got Anthony Santander and Ian Kinsler, Willie Adames, Jake Lamb, Corbin Complete Sweep in the Championship Series. That's going to the Nets. Sean Manaea, Ryan Presley, Astros pitcher, Miles Mikolas, and Archie Bradley to round out that box. So let's go through. We will see. I think we pulled some of the short prints along the way, like the Bryce Harper and the Vladimir. We'll see if we got any others that we missed or anything else. Got to kind of look for some French wording and stuff like that. All sorts of different things to look for. So let's see. No. 172, 168. Again, this is why set building on these would be so much fun. Yeah, I think we actually got every one of them as we were going, but we'll double check. So let's see, none there. I think that's because the Bryce Harper and the Vlad were along the way, but we may have had some a little earlier. So let me just see here real fast. We've got $42, $281. Looking at the backs of cards, guys. I think we found them all. While we were going through those. We did. And then I will have to, as I'm sorting these, I will look for any of the ones that I might have missed along the way. So now we've got our 1971 original card. So this is a card from 1971. Hopefully it is in good condition. And we will see who it goes to. You got to actually be real careful with these because they are not printed nearly as thick back in 71 as they are today. So and there's just a single card in here. And here we go. we actually get Ed Herman, and this one is not cut all that great, but it's not in terrible condition either. We get an Ed Herman catcher for the White Sox, and then this has the 50th anniversary stamp on it. Card number 169. At the time, he had played in only 200 games, had 590 at bats, and was batting .259. So this is probably a second-year card for Ed Herman. Not a bad one. I'm not huge. I'm not all that educated on vintage cards. So if anyone knows about Ed Herman, but this is going to our White Sox owner, and our White Sox owner is Cards for Daze. So that is break number 1, guys. We'll do some quick updates, and I'll go through these cards. Please understand that there's a lot of very subtle things in these cards, so it's easy to miss some stuff, but I will go through them, and if there's any that if there's any type of short prints or variations that I missed, they will definitely get sleeved and all of that, as we kind of go through as I go through the cards of the break. So that is going to be break 1. Let me put break 1 away here real quick so we can get to break 2, and then we'll do the quick recap. Pulled a ton of rookies out of this, but let's go ahead and start with some of the high number short prints. We got the very nice one, which is the Vlad. We've got the Bryce Harper, the Luis Castillo for the Reds, the Shohei, very nice one for the Angels, Osuna for the Astros, Segura for the Phillies, and Mr. Paxton for the Yankees. Our 2 hits in the box are going to be, and I'll get this one switched out, but because this thing is in way too big of a thing. I have my other top loaders. I think I got them buried, though. I thought I had the right ones out. But anyways, we've got Ed Herman of the White Sox. This is the 1971 50th stamp anniversary. And our relic hit was Yadier Molina, future Hall of Famer. The Clubhouse Collection. That is for our Cardinals owner. That's going to Zach's card breaks. A couple of the ones we sleeve. We won't go through all these. But there are a ton more rookies in here. Nate Lowe, Pete Alonso. We've got the Rangers, the Orioles, the Diamondbacks, the Indians, the Twins, the Mariners. The wrong Dodgers one, but still not a bad one. And a few of the inserts. And then our bigger rookies, we did get the Jordan Alvarez Aristides Aquino. That is actually going to go to, if I see, this is why I'm going to have to go back and look. Pretty sure that this ended up with the Reds, and that it's going to Zach's card breaks. We've got the Bo Bichette and the Nico Horner, and if poor Anthony K and Adbert Alzolay are watching breaks online, they're probably going, hey, I'm on that card too. And probably our hit of the box, guys, is the silver name Yankees Aaron Judge. So as you guys can see, it says silver up here, or maybe you can't see. I can get it. So that's how you'll know those. So that is that break number 1. Pull any rookie short prints. No, I do not believe that we did. But we have another box, so we'll see what we can pull out of that one. And we are going to get right into that break. Just a second. Let me get cleaned up here. And we'll get into box number 2. Now, what I'm really hoping is we get a hot box. I think the hot box is going to be the sweet thing to do. Those are really, I watched one of those get open last night. They're really cool because you get that purple chrome refractor. And it's kind of a sweet one. Cards for Daze, you are welcome. Okay, so let me save off break 1 here real quick and get break 2 pulled up on my computer. Let's see here. And keep in mind for break 2, we are also, for this one, we're giving away the Topps Chrome 2018 rookie card for Rafael Devers Mint 9. So that will be the giveaway for this break. Get over to Stream Labs. Do that. There we go. Let's see. Everything kind of worked back up here. Yeah, the 75 point. Yeah, I know these are the 100. Are these the 130? Well, anyways, I know I have the 75 point. I just have to pull them out. Okay, so let's see here. Thank you again to everyone who got into break 1. I hope you can stick around and watch break 2, see what we pull out of here. But if you don't, totally understand. But I do want to thank you guys for getting into break 1. That was a fun break. I actually think that Aaron Judge was actually a really nice card. That's a $60 card. I'd have to look that up, but that seems about right for if you're going to get one of those silver names. That is one of the names you would love to get out of there. So let's see. Do this. Cut that off. Close break. Right in. So here we go, guys. Break 2. We're going to go over to display. Bring up break 2 here. Here's who I got. And I've got Nick's quality cards and stuff. Isaac Flores, Shalani, Jared P, Steve Elmore, Henry Martinez is in this break again. Zach is in this break again. Shalani got another spot. So he's got that spot down there at row number 24. So he's actually got 5 spots in this break. And Paulie Junkwax is going to pull the rest of the spots in this. So he'll have 7 spots. So that's going to be our breakers. And then we will come back to the desktop here. And figure out, let's see, we'll randomize teams first this time. We'll roll the dice. For whatever reason, I'm really good at rolling ones tonight. That is another 1. How about a 2? We'll randomize teams twice. Let's pull our teams up here. Then we will go over to sorry guys, I haven't been paying as much attention to chat. Trying to find all the short prints and all of that, but I will get caught up on chat at the moments that I can. So we're only doing this one twice. So randomize once and randomize twice. And I've got Indians on top, Dodgers on the bottom for our teams. And special. Yeah. There's going to be our teams. And we'll pull all of our breakers and do the same thing. But before we do that, okay, so let's go back and roll the dice again. So here we go. And we've got a 2 again. So short on the randomization, but it is still a randomization. And anything more than 1, we're going to call it legal. I'd like to get more, but hey, like they say, you don't always get what you want. So we'll randomize this one twice. So we'll randomize names. So here we go. We're going to throw everyone in. Actually, the difference between 1 and 6, if it's truly random, is nothing. So let's see. So everyone's in here. We're going to do it once. And we're going to do twice. We will have Steve Elmore on top and Zach's card breaks on the bottom. We'll throw this back over and we'll open this up for trades for a few minutes to see if anyone... Oh, wait, hold on. Back up. Paste it the right way. There we go. This. So here's who we've got. Open this up for trades. Okay, so here's who I got. I've got Steve Elmore has the Indians, Shalani with the Giants, Paulie's got the Rays, Isaac Flores with the White Sox, Henry Martinez has the Padres, the Yankees are going to Paulie Junkwax, Henry Martinez has the Red Sox, Shalani with the A's, Jared P with the Mets, Henry Martinez with the Marlins, Paulie with the Nationals, so he does not need to trade for them, and he's also got the Orioles, Angels going over to Jared P., the Mariners going to Knicks, quality cards. Isaac Flores with the Pirates. Paulie with the Cubs. Isaac with the Phillies. Steve Elmore with the Brewers and Rangers. Shalani's got the Astros. Braves are going over to Henry Martinez. Royals to Isaac. Tigers to Knicks, quality cards. Twins, Zach's card breaks. Rockies, Shalani. Blue Jays, Paulie. Reds, Knicks quality cards and stuff. Cardinals, Paulie Junkwax. Diamondbacks going to Shalani. And finally, the Dodgers going over to Zach's card breaks. Let me hide this over here so we don't get confused. And we will open this up to trades. Let me pull this up. Oh, have we not? Did I not switch screens? My bad. My bad. All right, guys. I'm sorry. I say, hey, look, I'm not. So here it is. Now you guys can see that at least. Kind of off my game tonight when it comes to switching screens and stuff. I'm sorry, guys. There you go. See, this is why I need two screens, so I can watch two things at once. Those bobbleheads are sweet, by the way. That Mike Trout one, Cards for Daze, is his rookie of the year. Is his rookie of the year bobblehead. So it's like his second year one. That thing is worth like $150, and it was the free one they gave away. Okay, so we are now officially open for trades, guys. Now that you guys can actually see the screen, and one of these days I'll be really good at this, I promise. See. So Zach is wondering, is Paulie still here? Should probably email him. I haven't seen him. Oh wait, yeah, he's still here. Okay. So let's see. Zach is wondering if Paulie will trade Twins for Yankees. KC Nation isn't in the break, but he will take the Royals if anyone wants to give the Royals to him. Who's got the Royals? And here, let me do this while we're at it. I'll put the teams in alphabetical order for you guys. Be a little bit easier for you guys to tell who's doing what. Shaq Rat congratulating Steve as he has the Brewers. So yeah, we've got so trades are open. We'll see. And I don't know if you guys want me to read those off again. I don't think you guys need to. And then once trades are open, it doesn't seem like we're getting too much action on trades. So I'm going to keep this open. Let's see. On my watch, I'm showing 10:34. Stuff doesn't start coming through. We'll close this here. Well, we'll call it 10:35. So we'll call it. I'm going to give it one more minute, so you guys can look through this. Cards for Daze, wondering if Shalani's going after the Mariners. Who's got the Mariners? That's Nick's quality cards and stuff. Delaney, so Paulie's standing pat. Yeah, Paulie, you actually had a pretty good draw on this. I wouldn't complain about most of the teams you've got, that's for sure. Zach got the Dodgers. That's a nice one. Okay, so we're going to give it... So Zach is standing pat. Looking to trade Astros, Dodgers, Blue Jays are red. I have Angels and Mets for trade. So Jared comes in and said, so let's see, who's got the Astros? That's Shalani. Dodgers, we already went over that. Zach's got the Dodgers. Blue Jays, pretty sure that's Paulie. And then the Reds is Paulie as well. Paulie is standing pat. I do know that. Don't know, Nick, if he's here or who he likes. Yeah, I don't think Nick's quality cards, if you're here, let us know. And then definitely sending love to Woodbridge. All right, so we're at 10:36, so I'm going to do this. Trade's going once. Trade's going twice. Delaney's keeping the Astros. Mike the Card Dude. Luis Robert does not have... Oh, wait, I'll consider trading Reds. Okay, so if you guys want to trade Reds, Jared is... So, Paulie, if you want the Angels or Mets... Zach, okay, so here we go. So let's see. Zach is saying I'll trade Dodgers for both Mets and Angels. Jared says ain't gonna happen. He was nicer than that, though. He said no, thank you. And then let's see. Mets for Reds is a done deal. Okay, so Mets for Reds. Let's do that. The Jared P. Wait, hold on. That doesn't work that way. That's not gonna work because the Reds is Nick's quality cards and stuff. Hold on 1 second here. That doesn't work. Mets for Reds does not work because the guy who has the Reds is Nick's quality cards and stuff. So Jared is basically, if you're looking to, okay, now, all right. No big deal. Yeah, so no big deal, Jared. Who's got, so, okay, so I think we're actually gonna stand pat because Jared was looking for either Astros, Dodgers, Blue Jays, or Reds. Can't get the Reds, can't get the Blue Jays. He has the Angels and Mets for trade. So, yeah. Didn't want yeah, yeah, well, that's another thing, Barry. Your cards for days, you're not wrong about that. But anyways, okay, so here, I'm gonna do this again. Trade's going once. Trade's going twice. And trades closed. And yes, we are going to get to giveaway time now. And this time, I'll actually show you guys the dice roll and the whole randomization and everything else. So, okay, so here we go. We're going to roll the dice on this. This time we rolled a 4. So we're giving away the Devers. And this time, there you go. There's the display. Here's all the breakers. We've got a randomization. It's going to occur 4 times. And then we're going to get to breaking. But first, let's give away a PSA card. Okay, so 4 times. So, just so we're clear, whoever ends up on the top after the 4th randomization, that is who is going to get the card. So, with much fanfare, let's hit a randomize button 4 times. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and it is going to be Shalani. Shalani, congratulations on winning the drawing for the Rafael Devers. Very cool. You got to put a. So the question is, do you display it like this, or because it's PSA, do you display it like that? Either way, it is a card that is going to go your way, and you can figure out how you want to display it. So congratulations on that one, Shalani. And look at that. He was saying, big hit, no whammy, and it worked for him. So now, let's get to breaking. All right, so I've got, let me get this set up here real fast, get the chat back up, do all this. Steven's cards, what's going on? Okay, so let me make sure I can see my stream just in case something weird happens. We will pull up on top of that, and it'll be all good. All right. Okay, so here we go. Let's break this puppy. See what top loader we get this time. Last time we got probably my favorite ones, which you actually get a card from 1971. It's a 50-year-old card. But they do have like they do have like 3 or 4 different types of top loaders you can get in here. And then, like I said in the last break, we'll know if we have a hot box in the very first pack, which will be awesome. And look at this, we do get another one of the 50th anniversary 1971 cards inside. So before we begin breaking, to all of you that got into break number 2, and if you're still watching from break number 1, thank you guys for getting in the break. Always appreciate it. I enjoy opening the cards for you guys. I really wanted to make this kind of the least expensive I could. I was watching some other stuff and kind of figured I would try and make this as inexpensive as possible, get a $5 fast break, try and keep shipping as low as possible. But it's actually you guys that make all this stuff possible. So I just hope that I can pull some sort of nice cards for you along the way. And with that, guys, we're going to do break number 1. Thank you very much for getting in. We will see if we have a hot box almost immediately. The answer is no purple cards, no hot box tonight. I was really hoping for a hot box. But what we do get is right off the bat, a randomization. We've got the ERA leaders, so the Soroka, DeGrom, and Ryu. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our very first card we got to randomize. It's going to be 6, by the way. That is going to the Braves, which is Henry Martinez. Let's see, we'll put these over here this time. And we've got Omar Narvaez. Mike Freeman. I don't think we pulled that one last time. We've got Clayton Kershaw, who's upside down. Don't know why. And that's Kershaw pitching. So this is an action variation. That is why. So this is a Clayton Kershaw. This is for the Dodgers. Dodgers is Zach's card breaks. Congratulations on this one, Zach. So this is the action variation. Get this in a quick top loader. And it's a Clayton Kershaw. So that's what's interesting on this is in that last box, you got a bunch of cards where people are in action, but it does not say action over their name on the back. So interesting that some do and some don't, but we will take an action variation in this box without a doubt. Let's see. We've got Jordan Hicks. And for the Nationals, we've got the Corbin completes the sweep and the championship series. Garrett Cooper. Teoscar Hernandez. That's probably not how you say his name, but Luke Weaver. Then we've got. Give me 1 second here. One thing. Hey, Jaffa, there's Mr. Leal. And Bass and Ball, thank you for joining in. Yolmer Sanchez, Alex Dickerson for the Giants, Anthony DeScalfani, Alex Gordon. I remember when Alex Gordon was this huge prospect. He was going to be the next George Brett, and now he's about to retire. It doesn't seem that long ago, but I mean, he's like old man Gordon now. Shamanea, Jordan Luplow with putting on the high beams. Those have got to be fake teeth. But anyways, maybe they're not, but I bet you they are. Josh Van Meter, Jake Junis, Tyler Glasnow on the Rays. Sting. So let's see. Keep moving on these. Now, last time our hit was in the first pile over here. So we'll see if the hit, I think it was in the second to the last. I think it was second to the last pack in the stack. Here's for the Yankees, which is going to Paulie. Glaber drives in 5 runs in the championship series. So there's a nice little Glaber card there. And again, it is weird. Some of these cards feel thicker than the others. It's probably just me, but what do I know? Manny Machado, Ty France, Mr. Pilar, New Age performer Tim Anderson. Tim Anderson, an underrated star, led the league in batting last year. If the team gets better, I think he'll start getting a little bit more recognition. But there's a New Age performer. That's for our White Sox owner, Isaac Flores, Patreon. Jake Arrieta. Wellington Castillo. And for the Padres, we've got Andres Munoz and Michael Baez. Padres owner is Henry Martinez. That's a nice little rookie card for Henry. And we've got Christian Stewart. Second year card for the Tigers and Knicks quality cards. Next pack. What I do like is these more, although it's not wax, but it's not really foil. It's kind of almost, it is foil, but it's kind of got that, they're trying to give you that wax nostalgic pack feel. Nick Ahmed, Francisco Mejia, CJ Cron, Mr. Merrifield. Oh, and we've hit it one early this time. And this one is the Jordan Alvarez Aristides Aquino rookie card. One of the, probably the biggest card in the base set. There's probably no other way around it than that. So who's going to battle it out in this one? We've got Shalani with the Astros, and the Reds is Nick's Quality Cards and Stuff. Now, last time it went to the Reds, so we'll see who it goes to this time. But before we roll, let's make sure we don't have a bunch of cards in the way. So Jordan Alvarez will be 1, 2, 3 on the dice. Aristides Aquino is going to be 4, 5, 6. Now remember, if we hit 2, if you lose on the first one, you'll automatically get the second one. But if we only hit 1, we are going to roll the dice on these. So good luck to Nick's Quality Cards and Stuff and to Shalani. 1, 2, 3 is going to Jordan. Aquino is 4, 5, 6. And we have rolled a 1. So this is going to Shalani. Congratulations. That is going to our Astros owner. So, Shalani, you are good to go. And we'll continue along. Colin Moran, Dexter Fowler, Raciel Iglesias, Mark Canna. Cards for Daze is saying he doesn't have to know. Yeah, the problem is I'll be honest, man, it surprises me how much people go back and watch, because you can see who watches, you can see who goes back and watches streams. It surprises me how many people go back and watch. I get it if you're in a break. I tend to go back and look and see if I pulled any big stuff, if I missed a break for whatever reason. So I get why other people do it. Jaffa's in the house. He'll like this card, Danby Swanson. Colby Allard for our Rangers owner. Our Rangers owner is Steve. Zach Davies for the Brewers. Kyle Hendricks for the Cubs. And we've got Howie Kendrick plays hero. Now, I know I sleeved this one last time. I'll sleeve it again just because it's going to the Nationals and it's Paulie. Paulie probably likes Howie Kendrick just as much as I do. We've got Will Myers. I liked him more when he was on the Angels. I do like that he had success last year and showed up on the national scene as the clutch hitter that he always was for the Angels. Jason Kipnis, Ross Stripling, and the Rockies rookies, Dom Nunez and Sam Hilliard. Yes, Shalani, I will look for the auto. I will say one thing. If you're looking for autos, this is a tough set to get them out of. I'll be interested as I watch more people opening up retail, if it's actually easier to get an auto out of retail. But they do have a lot of autos in this set, but they're a lot harder to come by. That's one of my knocks on this set, is that I'm amazed that they don't have a format that guarantees at least one auto in all of the different formats that they've put out on this. Jesus Aguilar, Anthony Santander, Matt Adams, and for our Marlins owner, we didn't hit this one in the last box, but we got it in here. We've got Jordan Yamamoto and Isan Diaz for our Marlins owner, which is Henry Martinez. And we've got a then and now insert. We only got one of these in the last box. And they are, I think, out of all the inserts, the most difficult one to pull. This one is for the Twins, Harmon Killebrew, and the White Sox, Jose Abreu. This is the then and now. Now, so this is talking about the AL runs batted in leaders in 71 and 2019. So we've got another card to random off here. And this is kind of a cool one with Killebrew on it. So let's do this. On the left will be 1, 2, 3, and it will go to the Twins if we roll that, which will be Zach's card breaks. For the White Sox, we've got Isaac Flores. So we've got 2 of my Patreons going at it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the dice roll is going to do it, and it is going to be a number 4. So 4 will go to Isaac. Isaac, congratulations. That's going to the White Sox. I actually like this one. I'm going to top load this one. The then and now inserts, I think, look really cool this year. Kind of got that. It's kind of got a very 70s, early 70s, like it's almost like a vinyl record covered from the 70s feel. Kind of like that. That's cool. Mr. Buster Posey, Ryan McMahon, Hector Neris, and Derek Dietrich. And see, here we go. Like, I get that it's not an actual one, but it also is not... I don't get this. Also is not a... And it's got that same number. Yeah. See, so I don't know. I don't know why some of them have action shots and not pose shots, but they're not action photos. I don't know. But I'll have to look more into that, because that really fakes you out. All right, so here we go. We'll keep moving. Harold Ramirez, Mr. Rowdy Telez up, and we're going to have our, and look, it is in the same spot. So you guys, here's what we will do. Just know that if you are at a local card shop or something and someone breaks and you're looking for the hit, in both the boxes we've opened, the hit has been in the left-hand side, second one to the bottom. So if you're buying stacks in other people's breaks, here's the stack you want. You want that left stack, because I could see people doing stacks of these. So just as a little inside information. So we will turn that to the back. It does look like we're going to get another relic. We'll see if it's autographed though. Tyler Beede, Matt Boyd. For the Rays, we've got a nice one. The Brendan McKay and Mike Brousseau. Our Rays owner is Paulie. So there's the Brendan McKay. I would say by the end of the season, his cards will be worth more than they are now. He's one that I think will be good for a ways to come, only because he's been raised in the right pitching system. Tommy Edman. Edman is another sleeper that a lot of people are talking about in fantasy right now. Emilio Pagan. Well, like we said, we had Rowdy Telez, and our hit is going to be, it's a blue. It's going to be for the Cubs. The Cubs is for Paulie, and this one is going to be Mr. Kyle Schwarber, and it is the blue, which is kind of a nice blue. Before I do that, let's cut this corner. Ooh, what's happened there? There we go. It is the nice blue from an away uniform, most likely, for the Cubs. So that is a nice one. Congratulations, Paulie, for the Clubhouse Collection Relic. We will get, yes, this is a little too small for those. I do need the 70-point ones. But that will be our relic hit for this box. Let's continue on and see if we haven't even looked at for any high number short prints and any of that yet. So there's plenty more to find in this box. I'm hoping for a white parallel or something like that. Ian Kinsler. Oh, and here we go. How do you do 4 divided by 6? We don't know. We've got National League pitching leaders. This is Steven Strasburg, Max Fried, Dakota Hudson, and Clayton Kershaw. So the question becomes, if you have a dice that only rolls 6 numbers, how do you divide this up equally? Well, it's simple, I think. The way you do it is you roll the dice twice and add the number. And you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we will have to do it that way. So we will have to do 2 rolls to figure out who gets 2019 National League pitching leaders. Hey, 3 cards, you have a good evening. Blue is normal than the normal pap. So here we go. 3 plus 6 is 9. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This goes to our Cardinals owner, Poly junk wax. And at the end of the day, to be fair, although this is kind of a cool card, probably not the most valuable card in the set, but we'll give it a sleeve anyways, just because that was fun. Josh James, Carlos Martinez, Colton Wong, Jose Osuna, and the Luke Voigt. See, another one of those that you would think is an action card, but it is not. Jose Ramirez and Joey Lueschi. So let's go through these and see who our short prints were, and see if we missed any other, like French, all this stuff. I think the French cards are actually fairly easy to spot, but you do kind of got to go through these like one at a time. You know, maybe we'll do this. Maybe as we do the next couple stacks, we'll go through. Here we go. There's one. So for our first one, we're going to have Carlos Martinez for the Cardinals. I think Paulie has like all of the NL Central. So I'll bet you this is going, yep, this is going to Paulie. So here's our first high number short print in the box. Carlos Martinez. I think, didn't last year he have 48 games? Yeah, okay. 2019. Only 48 innings pitched. Probably should show saves, but it doesn't for whatever reason. Okay, so let's see here. These are the ones we still have to go through. None there. Then we've got next stack, which is gonna be Manny Machado, Ty France, Christian Stewart. Yeah, I'm telling you, going through the backs of these and looking, it's almost like you need to go through them 2 or 3 times, because you got to go, okay, French, action, silver, and it looks like we've got one back here. We do. It's going to be Kyle Hendricks for the Cubs, which is also going to Paulie. So Paulie's getting himself a few of the high number short prints, which is going to be one of the bigger draws of the set this year. So there's the Kyle Hendricks. There we go. Got, let's see here. These are the ones I think I had left, if I'm not mistaken. 15, 372, 364. There's one. Look at that. I was talking about Alex Gordon. Like I said, star veterans. The Alex Gordon is also a high number short print. Kind of surprised that Aaron Judge didn't make the high number list, but Alex Gordon did. But nonetheless, that goes to our Royals owner, who is Isaac. There we go. I think that will probably be all of them. But we will double check just to be sure, because we're also looking for other sorts of variations and whatnot on the back. So I will say one thing: when you break live, showing the back of cards, generally not the greatest idea. So let's put these here. We'll keep our hits right there. I think I want to do this a little bit different. How about just like that? Okay, so stack number 2. Hey, Baseball Cards Extravaganza, thank you for joining in and joining the stream for the first time. Always appreciate having new people come in. We're actually doing 2 breaks. This is the second break of the night. Breaking hobby boxes of Topps Heritage. Nick Markakis, Willie Calhoun, Shane Green, Charlie Morton, Brandon Nemo, it's Nemo. Michael Conforto. Is that, let's see, and it will have that same number 13 on the back. Here's a nice one for the Braves. This is Mike Soroka. Braves was Henry Martinez. Soroka with the Topps All-Star Rookie. Now, here's what's interesting is I actually think Soroka's rookie card is all the way back in 2018, if I'm not mistaken, in Topps. So it's interesting that he has one of these in 2020, but he actually qualified as a rookie last year. If not for Pete Alonso's insane rookie season, Soroka had a real chance at winning the Rookie of the Year last year until Pete Alonso kept busting home runs in New York. But Soroka, that's kind of an interesting card right there, because that is almost like a third-year card with a Rookie Cup on it. Max Scherzer, and speaking of Rookie Cup cards, here's the Nick Anderson for the Rays. And the Rays is Pauly. So there's a Nick Anderson. The 2 Rookie Cups out of that pack. It's kind of awesome. Oh, Zach, you are right. The 1, 2, 3 wouldn't work because you got, well, yeah, that's true. So let's see. So what was your previous let me go back up and look. I would recommend 1 to 3 duel between the top and bottom left. 4 to 6 duel. Yeah. You are right about that. So let me think. What you could do is roll it 4 times. And roll it to 24, and then you could almost have, no, that works either. Anyways, hopefully that, I thought about that all night, or all night last night going, what happens when you hit that card? Here we go. Andrew Kashner, Griffin Canning. What we could do is just tell everyone to put a number 1 through 6, and whoever gets it right. Griffin Canning, Brandon Woodruff, Trey Turner. Here's a flashback, and this one is Mr. Clutch gets his Orioles to the pennant. And let me get this sleeved up here. This is going to our Orioles owner, which is Pauly. This is Mr. Robinson, right? Brooks Robinson. Nice little Brooks Robinson flashback. So you guys that are not old enough to know, at one time, top load. At one time, the Orioles were good. Long ago, Ben Gamble, Ian Gomes, and this is Garrett Cole delivers brilliant performance in Game 5 of the World Series. That's going to our Astros owner, Shalani. Kirby Yates. Let's see. Random it at the end. Yeah, you could. I know, that's the whole thing. I don't want to go to random. The other thing I thought about is you could just give it to whoever's. You could just say left, right. Don't forget to hit that left. Oh, Shaq Rat, thank you very much. 3 rolls. So Cards for Days has this. 3 rolls works 3 to 6, 7 to 10, 11 to 14, 15 to 18 works for 4 cards. All right, I like that. 3 rolls. We do 3 rolls. That's what we do. Thank you, guys. You guys know math. Now, we've got something in here. We've got a card that looks a little bit different, so we'll see what it is. I think we're going to get a white border, which those are not numbered, but they are copies. There's only 50 copies of them. So, pretty sure that's a white border back there. So, excited that we hit a white border. Shed Long. Enrique Hernandez on the Dodgers. Brad Hand, Indians. Austin Hedges. Mr. Carrasco. Now, also on the Indians are standing in front of this whole thing, and it was obviously on a rainy day. They took these pictures on it. They probably did this on a rain delay or something, or a rain out, and they said, why don't you get out there in the rain? If you look at this card real closely, you can tell that the ground is wet in the background. A lot of the Indians cards, they're standing in front of this, whatever they called that. This looks like it may even be like at their spring training facility, because I've been to the Indian Stadium and I've never seen that. So interesting card there. Austin Hayes, Trevor Bauer, Taylor Rogers, and we are going to have a white borders, guys. Now, these are not numbered. Why they're not numbered, I do not know. However, they are to 50, and they are pretty tough hits, and it's going to go to our Diamondbacks owner, which is Shalani, and it is going to be Mr. Archer Bradley. So a white border parallel. And normally in a normal any other year but 1971, these scissors are so dull, will not cut. What happened to other scissors? Any other year, these would be what's wrong with my scissors? It would be a black border parallel, but obviously that doesn't work when you are doing black bordered cards to begin with. So they are white border for 2019 only. Yeah, this break is shaping up to be pretty good. So Archie Bradley to 50 for the Diamondbacks. And Shalani. Now, why they didn't number them, I have no idea. So you have to take Topps at their word that they only printed 50 copies of those. But after watching a few of these breaks, I do believe that they are really not that easy to pull. So there's the Archie Bradley white, which is about the only time you will ever get a white border parallel in a set. So kind of cool there. As we continue along here. There we go. I like this card. Alderton Simmons. That is not an action. I don't understand how that isn't an action card. If anyone has any, if anyone can tell me how that isn't an action card, that would be awesome. Hey, Brad, thanks for coming in. If you've been in for a while, I am sorry, but I did not see you come in, so thanks for joining. Wilson Ramos, Eric Lauer, you say Kikuchi all the time, Rogan Odor, Keone Kila, Brad Keller, Smarja, and Yuli Giriel. Continue along here. See if we can get, what I really like to get is some of those high number rookie action variations. Those would be awesome. But so far this box is breaking pretty good. Andrew Stevenson. Let's see. Astros celebrate next stop World Series. Then they'll stop by the trash can. I got to stop making trash can jokes. I'm kind of sick of the Astros trash can cheating scandal. Now that spring training started, it's like, now we can just pay attention to baseball. Edwin Encarnacion, Danny Santana, and here we go. The Polo Grands Willie Mays 1954. All the Willie Mays inserts are going to be going to the Giants. Our Giants owner is Shalani. So that's the Polo Grounds from 1954. Then we've got Nomar Mazara, Jackie Bradley, hanging out by them bushes out there. We've got Sean Murphy, which I'm pretty sure, shouldn't this be a rookie card? I mean, for all intents and purposes, this is a rookie card. Sean Murphy is a rookie in Top Series 1. So you would assume that this would be a rookie card in Heritage as well. And then Tyler Naquin, which is also another card with the Indians hanging out in front of this thing. And this time, I don't see as much. I think it's still rainy. I think they took all those on the same day. They lined up the team. Remember, like when you were in elementary school, and then it was picture day, and they'd line up the entire school and like grade by grade, and you'd stand there for a half hour waiting for someone to take your picture. This is weird. I think we're gonna have something in here too. We may have a Chrome card coming up. Junior Wera, Tyler Alexander, and we do have a Chrome card coming up. This is Tyler Alexander and Jake Rogers. This is going to the Tigers. 7 Astros players have been hit. Most of them have not been fastballs. And keep in mind, they're going to make a big deal out of that, Brad. But keep in mind, you're talking about a bunch of single A guys throwing pitches. People get hit in the spring all the time. Now, wait until the real season starts and the real fastballs start coming to people. So this is Tyler Alexander and Jake Rogers. This is for our Detroit Tigers owner, which is Nick's Quality Cards and stuff. Then we've got Jay Bruce, and our Chrome card is going to the Royals, which is Isaac Flores, and it's a nice one, guys. This is Whit Merrifield, and I'm pretty sure these are numbered all to 999, so this is 102 out of 999. So it is interesting that they did not number the white border parallels to 50, but then they go off and they order the Chrome cards all the way up to 999. But that is a nice one. That's Whit Merrifield for the Royals. So congratulations, Isaac. Put Whit up there. Then we've got Josh Reddick, Ryan Yarborough. Correa ties the series with a blast. That'll go to our Astros owner, Ostadillo, Adalberto Mondesi. Then we've got our next pack, which is going to be Cancer Alberto, Ender Encarte. I don't know. I'm saying that totally wrong. I don't know why I just put like a bunch of I don't know why I just had like a. That was weird. Bregman, Yasmani Grandal, Albert Almora, Nelson Cruz, Jose Altuve, not in action, just in action. James McCann, and Mr. Mike Moustakas, the Moose on the Reds. It's so weird not seeing him on the Royals, but it is what it is. So now we've got Juan Lagares, Javier Baez, Mr. Hosmer, Daniel Murphy, and the flashbacks, worldwide tributes after Satchmo's death. This is the news flashbacks, which I don't know what to do with the news flashbacks. I think I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the last one, which is say whoever shows up lightest in the break is going to go ahead and I will send this one along. This is a Louis Armstrong card, which is kind of cool. So if you had a little bit of bad luck in the break, we'll give you a Louis Armstrong card. And so that'll be a breaker's choice on that one. But I will give it to someone that I think got a little light of a break. So that's who it will go to. Hansel Robles. Yeah, Brad, I agree. I have no idea why they didn't Mike Talkman. I have no idea why they didn't number them, but when you go on all the sites, they all say it's numbered to, they're numbered to 50. Or it's weird. It says, it doesn't say they're numbered to 50. It says 50 copies. So you can't, so there's 50 copies of the card, but they're not numbered. Adam Eaton and Phil Irvin. So let's go through this stack and see what short prints we have. We've got 368, 79, 20. And then we'll look for any other signs of French and all that. I'm sure it will say on some of these. You'd think that we would have hit one by now. Maybe not. We did hit a few, the white border and the chrome, so that may be why we didn't get as many in this stack. There's one. So Charlie Morton for the Rays. Let's do this so we know kind of where we're at. So we've got Charlie Morton for the Rays as a high number short print. Our Rays owner, Paulie. So here's another short. I actually didn't check. Is the Soroka one? No, that's not. We'll continue along looking for these real fast, and then we'll get to our last stack of the evening. Let's see here. Should be one more. Maybe not, though. Nope. Yusei Kikuchi makes the short print list, and Aaron Judge doesn't. In what kind of world do we live, guys, where Yusei Kikuchi makes the high number short print list, and Aaron Judge doesn't? You want to know who we haven't pulled all night, guys? Mike Trout. What are the... I'm going to call a Mike Trout in here. I'm going to call it. So there's Yusei Kikuchi. This is going to our Mariners owner. This is Nick's quality cards and stuff. So Yusei is number 408 as a high number short print. By the way, you guys, so you know, the high number short prints are about 1/3 of the production of the normal cards. Just as a heads up. And then I think we already went through all those. So let's see. Louis Armstrong is from Queens, New York. I did not know that. 50 copies and 5,000 originals. Let's see. So the Yusei is in the top loader, and we are going to our final stack. Here we go. Richie Martin, not to be confused with Ricky Martin. And here we go. We're going to do it again. By the way, I said Mike Trout, and look who shows up, second card in. Now, this one, I think, is one of the cooler cards in the set, only because of the players that are on it. So this is the Home Run Leaders card. I'm going to sleeve this because it is Mike Trout. So the first thing we do with a Mike Trout card is we sleeve it. Now, this is the Home Run Leaders. If you remember last season, everyone was saying who's gonna lead the league in home runs. You want to know who no one thought was gonna lead the league in home runs? Soler. But this does have a ton of star power on this card. You've got Trout, you've got Bregman, you've got Cruz, Soler, who is the most prominently featured. So now so how are we gonna do this? We're doing this. How was the dice roll? It was gonna be 3 times you roll the dice, so 18. So this would be 18, 17, 16. What do you get? You get 4 anyways, or you get 3. I'm so confused. Oh wait, but you go 1, 2, 3 doesn't count. So you go 4, 5. So what is it? 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. No, that doesn't work. Because if you roll it 3 times, so 18 divided by 4 doesn't work. But you're taking out, so at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That doesn't work either. So yeah, wait, hold on. I'm gonna go back up. What did we say? What did we say again? We said, where was it? I know he put it in here. Cards for Days put it in here. Hold on. It seemed like a great idea at the time. 3 through 7. Okay. Roll 1 through 4. Yeah, actually, that's another way to do it. You know what? I'm going to do it that way, Isaac. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we roll a 5 or 6, we roll again until we get a 1, a 2, a 3, or a 4. So, and that rolled way off camera, but it did roll a 1. So our Kansas City Royals owner is getting that, which is, if I'm not mistaken, Isaac. So Isaac gives me the way to roll it and then gets the card. Now, it's a Mike Trout. I'm going to give this thing a top loader because we spent way too much time on that card. So we've got Jose Altuve, Mr. Estrada, New Age Performers, the Gio Urshela for the Yankees, which is going to Paulie. Now, what makes a performer a new age performer versus like some other type of performer? Let's see. Gio and Richie Hebner of the Pirates each played third base on postseason teams in 1971 and 2019. Okay, so they're taking you back. Both were playing their 4 seasons and adjusted for league and year. Gio hit slightly better overall. Gio played at 55 of 296 runners on base, 18.6% in his plate appearances, compared with 54 for Richie, which is only 17.8, which is still a pretty good number if you ask me. Rio Ruiz, Mr. Mike Ford, Joey Votto, and Luis Urias. Yeah, I think the 1, 2, 3, 4 cards for Days. No, yeah. Pretty much after 11 o'clock p.m., I don't want to do a bunch of math. So there's that. Chris Bryant doesn't make the short print list, but Yusei Kikuchi does. And look, we're going to do it again. Justin Verlander, Garrett Cole, Eduardo Rodriguez. So we're getting all of the league leader cards, and we're going to have to randomize all these, and I'm going to have to watch all of them later, or I'm going to have a really good memory to figure out, because I should be writing all this down, but I'm not, so I'll have to come back and watch the video. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's going to be a 2. That's going to Verlander. That is going to Shalini. Here's Tyler Chatwood, Tyler Flowers, the Tyler pack, Andrew Miller, Victor Caratini, and there's Mr. Soto. Out of all the World Series ones, this will probably be the card that holds the most value. This is when Soto kind of really hit the national scene right there. He hit that home run in his World Series debut, and the rest is kind of history. This one obviously is going to Paulie, who had the Nationals. So we get Paulie a Soto. Nice. We've got Joe Musgrove and David Price hanging out in the bushes. Then we've got, so Zach, reroll for the other 4-way. I think I'm going to keep it just the way it was. In all honesty, those cards, although they are kind of cool, I mean, if they were ones that were worth more than what they are probably worth, I would say yes. But I think for what they are, I think we'll be fine. I will make it up to you in the Patreon package. I guarantee that. Alex Colomb, Edwin Diaz, Jake Marisnik, Eduardo Escobar, Adam Hazley, Tommy LaStella. And look at this. We're hitting like every one of these. This one's actually another good one too. Yelich, Marte, and Rendon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4. This is going to Ketel Marte and the Diamondbacks. So that is going to Shalani. Shalani is doing great on the dice rolls tonight, guys. We'll give that one a quick sleeve. And then we've got Mr. Harrison Bader and CC Sabathia. Wouldn't mind hitting another one of those Chrome cards. Those Chrome cards are pretty sweet. All right, here we go. Cardinals rookies. This is what I'm really looking for, are some rookie cards. So here's Junior Fernandez and Randy Arozarena. For the Cardinals is Pauly. Nolan Arenado. Nolan Arenado doesn't make the short print high number. Nick Solak and Brock Burke. Rangers rookies. Rangers is Steve Elmore. No. We've got Dominic Smith. And another, this one's cool. Oh, this is a nice one, guys. So this is Bert Blyleven and Garrett Cole, then and now. I'll give this one a quick sleeve. So this is going to be another roll. We've been rolling dice for cards like this all night. I've been wondering how other breakers were going to do this. I've watched a lot of people just fly through these cards, and I tell you what, you kind of can't do that. There's been so many in this break that it's going to be fun. I'm going to have to rewatch this whole thing. Bert Blyleven, Garrett Cole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is Twins versus Astros. Zach's card breaks versus Shalani. We'll see if Shalani can keep the luck alive. And this is a number 5. So he does keep the luck alive. Shalani is getting the dice rolls going his way. So this card will be going to Shalani as well. This is a cool one with Bert Blyleven and Garrett Cole. Two future one already is a Hall of Famer. The other one probably will be. Aaron Judge for the Yankees. That's a nice one. Then we've got Strasburg deals the win. So that's another one for Pauly. What do we call him? Luis Tommy John Severino. Seth Lugo for the Mets and Jared P. We've got our next pack. We've got about 4 packs left, guys. And we've got, for the Blue Jays, TJ Zuch and Jordan Romano. Now, I'm pretty sure that this is a rookie card first for TJ. So his first Topps rookie card. We'll give this one a top loader. Actually have an interesting story about Zuch. Way before, like when I first started buying into breaks, I bought into a player-only break thinking I was buying the Blue Jays, when really I was just buying Zuch. It was a big mistake. So I learned to really watch those large breakers because they make so many different formats, and I probably shouldn't have been buying into breaks all the way back then, but I did, and it was a mistake. Will Smith, it was like a Bowman one. So here's the Will Smith All-Star. This one's for the Dodgers. This is going to Zach's card breaks. This is a nice one. Put Will Smith in a little top loader as well. Will Smith, I think, is going to be, you go look at when they called him up and how he played for the rest of the season. I do think a breakout year for him is totally in order. Keep an eye out for, I mean, I know most collectors know who Will Smith is, but I really do think that nationally, especially if the Dodgers make the playoffs, Will Smith is one of those players that could become real popular real fast. There's Tanaka, Pujols, Paddock, Perez, Ahmed Rosario. Also liking this set that they didn't do too many horizontal cards. We've got Harvey Hunty and Dylan Tate for the Orioles. Orioles is Pauly. And come on. Come on. Give me some love. These top loaders. I swear. There we go. Okay, Jurickson Profar to round out that pack. We are looking for that Lux and May rookie for sure. Cards for Daze, you taking off? Have a good evening. Thank you for joining in. Watching the break. Gary Sanchez. Not an action card. He's just in action. Mitch Garver. My favorite fantasy catcher from last year. Michael Lorenzen. Jonathan Villar. Brandon Belt. Brendan Rodgers. Domingo Santana. Garrett Cole. Look at that, guys. There is Garrett Cole on the Yankees, which is an interesting one. Interesting. I hate seeing this card. I've never been a big Yankees fan. I'm sorry to any Yankees fans that are in the stream, but I really thought my Angels were going to get Garrett Cole, and he is a Southern Californian boy, and the fact that he signed with the Yankees tells you everything you need to know about him. Just, you know, that whole thing of everyone from California are fake people. Well, we're not going to top load that. What am I doing? But anyways, there he is on the Yankees. You know, with people like Garrett Cole, I get why people from Southern California get that rap. And for the National League, we've got Trent Grisham, which is the Brewers, and Dubon, which is the Giants. So we've got another card to raffle off here. So Brewers versus Giants, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Brewers are Steve, Giants is Shalani. So Shalani is up at it again. Let's see if he can get another roll. And Shalani's luck has ran out, because the Trent Grisham, Mauricio Dubon is going to the Brewers. And that one will be going to Steve Elmore. We've got 2 packs left, guys. Let's see if we can get another parallel or a chrome or high number. We'll see what we can get. We've got Brandon Workman hanging out by them bushes because he's on the Red Sox. Probably how they cheated. They had people hiding in the bushes. There's the RBI leader. Jose Abreu, Xander Bogaerts, Jorge Soler. 1, 2, and 3. We'll do a quick dice roll, and we'll see who this one goes to. This is going to be 3, so this is going to our Red Sox owner, which is Henry Martinez. Kind of like these league leader cards. They do these every year in Heritage. And yeah, see, Zach's card break says it's a beautiful sight. And I get it. It is a beautiful sight when he's on your team. I totally get it. But he's a traitor to his California roots. That's what he is. And he'll get booed when he comes back to Southern California. So here we go. Brendan Dixon, John Gant. And this one is... No, for some reason, that card looked a little off to me. Lucas Giolito, new age performer. This is for our White Sox. This is going to Isaac as well. I was wondering, you know, a lot of these... It's interesting that some of the parallel or some of the inserts don't have parallels to them. Freddie Freeman, Gio Urshela, and here we go. ALNL stars. We've got a James Marvell and a Dario Argrazal. So another card. I mean, we only had to throw dice for like 2 or 3 cards the last round. This is like the 15th time we've done this. So we've got Pittsburgh versus Detroit. Pittsburgh, is Isaac Flores. Detroit is Nick's Quality Cards and Stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. This is going to Detroit. So that's going to Nick's Quality Cards and Stuff. Congratulations, Nick. And as a sorry consolation prize for not getting Garrett Cole, here is Dylan Bundy on the Angels. Dylan Bundy or Garrett Cole? Dylan Bundy or Garrett Cole? What do I choose? Rendon. Here's a nice one. Rafael Devers hanging out by the bushes. And finally, I've been looking for this card all night. I really do like this card. This is probably, I think, going to be one of the more valuable cards in the set. This is going to our A's owner, which is Shalani. This is AJ Puck, Seth Brown, and Jesus Luzardo. Now, if you know anything about all these three players, are basically the future for the A's, or at least in the A's eyes, they are. If I could ever get it in a top loader, I'll flip the card around. But all of these players have been kind of top-rated prospects. If they can keep the team together for a while, which is tough to do when you're the A's, but if they can, and if the A's can, and the A's are already a successful team, so if they could ever like get over the hump, and with all these three players on it, I think what you'll see is these guys actually, this card I think has a lot of potential future value, because a lot of these have been, as they've come up through the system, they've been good players, should be the cornerstone for that franchise for at least a couple years. We'll see what happens there. Kyle Tucker, Matt Beattie. Yeah, Zach, finally Trout will have support behind him. And actually, don't forget that the Angels also have J-Up, Justin Upton. And they've got, I mean, and Shohei and Pujols. That lineup is going to be deadly this year. Anthony Rizzo. Anthony Rizzo isn't a high number short print, but Yusei Kikuchi is. Ryan Braun, Cesar Hernandez, Adam Plutko, and Carlos Santana back on the Indians where he belongs. And that, guys, is the break. But let's go through here. Oh, we do still have the top loader, and we do still got to find our high numbers. So as we go through these, there's one, Johnny Villar for the Marlins, our Marlins owner, Nick's Quality Cards and Stuff. There we go. Send a top loader as well. I've got Carlos, for these, 297. Gotta flip through these a little slower than I would like to, only in that gotta look for the action and the French. I thought that one was French. It's not. Okay. And we've got, didn't pull many rookies in this one. Pulled the different kind of grouping of them. 377, 474. Eduardo Escobar for the Diamondbacks. Here. So our Diamondbacks owner, Shalani. Shalani ended up having a pretty decent break. I think he had 5 spots in this break. Plus he won the Devers. Overall, a good night for Shalani. Diamondbacks, Eduardo Escobar. Short print. Rest of these and see if we can find maybe one more. 878, 108. I think that's going to be it. And again, I will go through these one more time while I do all the sorting. I might even have to Okay, so here we go. Here's the top loader. So this is going to be our stamped card. See who we can get. Oh, I'm worried about bending the card. We are going to get a Jerry DeVannen. Do not know who Jerry DeVannen is, but he is on the Cardinals, or as they say, and this one is not nearly in as good condition as the last one, but this is Jerry DeVannen. It does have the 50th anniversary stamp. Obviously, these aren't cards that you would get graded, but this is going to our Cardinals owner. This is going to Polly Junkwax. Now, that's a cool Jerry DeVannen, genuine 1971 card. So for a card that is 50 years old, not a bad one. And actually, this is probably a rookie card. First time in first game in majors, 1969. What's interesting is, yeah, boy, he had, if you look at the stats on this, 117 at bats in his lifetime at the major league level, and he batted 188. So below the Mendoza line, but nonetheless, probably his rookie card. Which stands for something when you're talking about a 50-year-old card. So anyways, that is the top loader, and that will finalize the break, guys. Again, thank you for everyone who got in. Hope you guys enjoyed the break. Frank Grisham doesn't play for the Brewers. Frank Grisham plays for the Brewers. Hold on. I think this is considered a... I mean, you're the Brewers guy. You would know. Put that one. Uploader? That what happened? Frank Grisham. If he doesn't... Delaney, you are welcome. So hold on. I'm trying to figure out Trent Grisham. Trent Grisham on the Padres, but isn't... Oh, well, they do have him on the Padres. So this is the card where Shalani's luck ran out, right? Hold on one second, guys. Pretty sure this is the card where Shalani's luck wore out. Padres. So this, yes, you're right. This actually is Padres. So that would go to Henry. And I'm going to have to rewatch all this. So yeah, for some reason, Trent Grisham, didn't Trent Grisham used to be on the Brewers? Jackrat, let me know, because I'm pretty sure Trent Grisham, maybe I'm wrong. Did he used to... why am I thinking that he used to play for the Brewers? Anyways, but yes, we will get that to the rightful owner via the dice roll. So, Zach, thanks for joining in. Yes, I will definitely, and by the way, since it's the end of the month, for all you Patreon guys, this break plus Patreon packages will mail together. And then, so want to thank everyone for getting in the break. Let's do a quick recap of the hits. We had a little bit more in this box than we did in the last box. But here's who we got. For short prints, I've got Eduardo Escobar for the Diamondbacks. I've got Jonathan Villar. I've got a Will Smith, which is not one of the short prints, but a Will Smith All-Star Cup rookie. This is also not, but that is the Zooch rookie card first. We sleeved up the Soto because it's Paulie. The home run leader card because it's Mike Trout. Yusei Kikuchi, high number short print. Charlie Morton, short print. Soroka, Topps All-Star rookie. Alex Gordon, short print. Kyle Hendricks, short print. and Carlos Martinez short print. So we ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those out of 24 packs, which is kind of right in line with the odds. Then we've got, oh wait, we also got let's see here, hold on. The Clayton Kershaw action image variation. So Kershaw. We've got the Royals Chrome Whit Merrifield. Nice one there. The Chrome cards on these, I don't know if you guys can see that, but kind of a nice textured look to it. So that's going to the Royals. That's Isaac. We've got the top loader, which was the 50th anniversary of Jerry DeVannen. I believe that's a rookie card, and probably the hit of the box, if you ask me, the Archie Bradley white border. The only time you're ever going to see a white border parallel. We've got the Jordan Alvarez and Aristides Aquino. We've got the then and now Killebrew and Abreu. The A's rookie AJ Puck, Seth Brown, Luzardo. The Rays rookie Brendan McKay. And our hit of the box, the Kyle Schwarber Clubhouse Collection with the blue Relic, which is kind of nice. And that, you guys, is the break. Thank you again for everyone that joined in. We're back in right up to 12 o'clock midnight again. We seem to be doing our timing pretty well. So let's see. So Zach, I haven't decided what packs are coming for March yet. I was thinking about doing some of the heritage. But then I also was thinking that I might get a little bit more creative with the packs other than just sending the newest and the latest. So I think I might go grab a few at the local card shop this weekend and actually try and mix it up a little bit. So we'll see. I'm not exactly sure yet. So I think I might throw a mix in for everyone and just kind of do a mix and match. So I'm not quite sure who's going to get what, but that's my plan for the... Used to play for Brewers, but they traded him. Ah, that's right. See, I knew... Yeah, because I think the Series 1 card has him with the Brewers. That's right. So then it's... So, okay. So now they've updated with all the trades. Okay, well, that's good. That's what's nice about Heritage versus Series 1. So, yeah, Henry, thank you for joining in the break. You guys, you have a good night. Steve, thanks for joining in. Have a good night. So, yeah, other than that, I think I'm going to wrap it up here pretty quick as well. And with that, guys, let's see. Most of this stuff will ship out. I mean, it'll probably be Monday morning when it ships out. So just as I've kind of got stuff rolling, that kind of seems to be a schedule that works for me. I get most stuff packaged up over the weekend. So yeah, we will get this out, but some of them may go out Saturday morning, depending on how fast I get stuff moving. If you have any questions on the break, obviously you can email me at any time. Because these breaks tend to be selling out a little bit quicker, don't forget that if you do want advance notice on breaks, you can always join Patreon. That is one way to get the advance notice on breaks. Most of the Patrons were in break 1 and break 2, so there's not a bad way. Shalani, you are welcome. And then, so yeah, if you are interested in getting into future breaks, I think next week I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different break. If everything works, I've got kind of a cool surprise next week. I think I'm going to be doing a mixer break, but I'm waiting for one box of cards to come in. So we'll see if it comes in. If I get this thing by Monday, I am doing it. What it is there's a new box of cards you can get, and they're sold out right now. But what it is it's called Repacked Wax. If you watch The Past is Alive at all, which is Jab's brother, that's a channel you can watch. The channel is called The Past is Alive. He broke one the other day, pulled 2 Derek Jeter rookie cards out of it. It basically has wax cards from the 1950s all the way to present day. So think of like maybe a Fairfield box, but on steroids. And it is repacked in actual wax packs. And there are 36 packs in a box, just like it would have been back in the day. And so I'm thinking I'm going to do one of those and then do something new. So it's going to be like an old and new mixer break, just to mix it up a little bit, because I don't want to do just what the latest release is all the time. So I'm going to try and figure out if there's a way that I can keep it at $5. We'll see. I don't know, because those unpacked wax boxes actually aren't cheap. Well, I could do that alone, but I think I got to add in something new for that. So I'm going to try and find something else that would be kind of nice to break with that. I think that would be a really fun break to do, though. So be on the lookout for that. If you haven't, yeah, KC, it'd be awesome to have you in the next one. And yes, the package showed up today. I have not opened it yet. So if you guys actually want, the website is, I think everything is sold out. I'll put it in here. I think I gotta put, it's called Repacked Wax, and it's basically, think like Fairfield, but it was like way better. If you go, the thing you want to do is go watch the Past is Alive break. I think he did it Sunday night, or maybe it was Monday night or Tuesday. But if you go watch that, he did a break of it, and he was pulling so many good cards out of that thing. And I'm talking, I mean, two Derek Jeter rookies, a bunch of good cards from the 50s, the 60s, 70s. Interestingly enough, it says to present day, but I did not see a bunch of stuff from like 1917, 18, 19 coming out of it. But it's a really interesting concept. And read a little bit about it. I was able to get one of the 36-pack boxes, so if I think I'll do a mixer on that. I think it would be fun. So keep a lookout for that. Obviously, I'll give the Patreons the details first, and then I'll let YouTube know about a day later. So with that, guys, I am going to sign off for the evening. I hope you guys all enjoyed the break. We will do it again soon. We've got Don Russ coming out next week, so be on the lookout for that. And with that, I am gonna say good night, and I hope you all have good luck on your pack ripping. And remember to be good to everyone out there, and we will talk to you guys soon. Have a good evening.